Carl Jung once said, "Don't become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious." What I mean by this is that there is a beauty in doing something that we know as shadow work. There's a beauty in working with the things that we want to avoid. And in Spanish, there's a saying that goes, "Lo que resistes persistes." And that is, what you are rejecting is eventually going to come even stronger towards you. Or like the pendulum effect, right? You hit it one way, but it's going to go the other. And the same goes for anything that we try and avoid. It goes for the emotions that we have. It goes for the relationships that we want to have or that we don't want to have. It goes for everything, really. And the trick here, at least one that I figured, is to learn how to accept and to flow with the things as they come. And to do that, it takes some time, it takes some courage and some willpower to truly understand how it is that you can manage and fluctuate with these emotions. Now, it's no easy way to do this. It's quite challenging, if I'm being honest, but there is a beauty in this journey of coming to understand those darker sides of yourself, because sometimes that part of yourself that you think is your enemy is actually your friend. Once you start understanding that your supposed weaknesses are present, they can actually become your strengths. And to do that, it may take courage, but it is to romanticize that pain and those negative emotions and turn them into something beautiful. Maybe you can even consider it alchemizing this into love. And once you start understanding that there is a way in which you can do this, it can change the game for you entirely. I used to be so stuck up on just trying to understand every little detail, every little trinket of where an emotion comes from, of how it is that it comes to be, going to the past and staying stuck in the past on repeated occasions so that I can really get to the bottom of the issue. But the thing is that I got to the point where I just couldn't stay stuck anymore. I was dreading to be fully understanding of myself rather than actually living in the present. And that kept me stuck. I tried to dig so deep. I literally dug my own fucking grave. And every time that I wanted to get out, I just somehow got back into that fucking grave. And this last time that it happened, I was like, I don't want to go back into that spiral. I don't want to go back into that dreadful state of mind. So what the fuck can I do? Well, here's a little trick that I found, and it is romanticizing your emotions. Now, we're told that obviously infidelity is terrible, but what if with your emotions, you can learn how to have that polyamorous relationship? What if with your emotions, you can learn how to accept what you used to not accept? Now, let me explain. I know it's a bit confusing right now. So, we're so stuck on wanting to feel love, happiness, peace, joy, all of these beautiful emotions, all of these amazing highs. But how do we know that they're highs if we haven't experienced the lows? How do we know that we are actually getting something good if we haven't gotten something bad? We don't unless we experience it like everything all at once. And sometimes that can make it hard for us to truly accept the beauty of that darker, more negative aspects of life or emotions more specifically. And the thing is that we must come to experience and accept such experience of those negative emotions, of that pain, of that suffering, so that we can grow and expand and explore more of ourselves. And this doesn't mean to go back to the past and to dig your own grave, because trust me, been there, done that, do not recommend. But sometimes you have to. Sometimes this chaos leads to growth. Sometimes this chaos leads to this expansion that you did not know you had within you. And it's beautiful. Now, when I mean romanticizing your emotions or your pain specifically, I mean having this sort of polyamory with your emotions. And sometimes you have to experience such darker emotions or even have bad situations happen to you. I'm not saying put yourself in those moments, right? But sometimes when those things happen to you, you then realize, not in that moment, but you then realize how much growth you got from it, how much you actually got from growing and becoming. And it's beautiful. It's truly one of those things that you just don't understand until you've crossed the road, until you've gotten to the other side. And this acceptance of your darker emotions, of the more negative ones, if you want to call it that, it's just consider it to be like a taste of a buffet, or trying to taste something for the first time and you realize that you fucking hate it. It's like you go to a buffet and it's like all you can eat, but you just put everything onto your plate, and then all of a sudden you just grabbed onto things that you didn't even like, but that you grew up thinking, oh shit, I gotta eat everything that's on my plate. Until you get to the point where next time that you go to a buffet and it's all you can eat, you realize that you don't have to eat it all. You can just choose what you want to choose. And the same goes for emotions, people, places, all of the other things. And there are going to be times where there's going to be one or two things that it is mixed into that dish of, let's say, disgust. And you look at it and you're like, oh, I want to try it, I want to eat it. And then all of a sudden you're eating it and you are disgusted by it. And that's when you realize, oh shit, I got a taste of something that I already tried and I didn't like it. That is when you have a choice to either keep on eating it, go back to that old memory and have that full dish, or put it on the side and be like, that's actually not for me. Because even if it is all you can eat buffet, you don't have to fucking eat it all. You know what I mean? Anyway, that was a little rant of mine. However, I think the same goes for emotions. I'm talking specifically about emotions because I know we can go to experiences, but that's something else. But with emotions, you get a taste of it all. You get a taste of the good, the bad, joy, sadness, anger, pain, suffering, peace, serenity, the beautiful one of love. And then that's when you start to get to choose what actually works for me and what doesn't. And sometimes you're gonna get a taste of that sadness, of that anger, and that grief, and all of these other emotions. But then you'll realize how much more you appreciate the good ones. But it is not until that moment when you start to appreciate and to accept and to embrace those good emotions, when you have a bit of a void of them, that you learn to accept the fluctuations and the complexities of life. And that's what I'm getting at. Once you start having this emotional polyamory where you take a taste of everything until you finally find a way to have a balance of it all, and then sometimes you just want to spend more time with one or the other, it's fine, do whatever you want, but you find that balance, that acceptance, and that inner peace. So give yourself a chance to explore such complex emotions and find that balance. Go taste that fucking buffet. Go try some shitty meals. but don't try it too many times because then you're going to be really disgusted. Mm-hmm.